Hello all, this is Ramya Devi working as an assistant professor in SNS College of Engineering. So today I'm going to tell about a small article regarding cloud computing. So we have often heard this word cloud computing. It makes a radical change in the IT industry, and in fact this creates a buzz and disrupted the IT evolution. So cloud computing is a delivery of computing services like server, storage, databases, software over the internet to offer faster innovation, flexible resources and economies of scale. Rather than owning their own computing infrastructure or data centers, companies can rent access to anything from applications to storage from a cloud service provider. So these time sharing services were largely overtaken by the rise of the PC and then in turn by the rise of corporate data centers where companies would store vast amounts of data. But the concept of renting access to computing power has resurfaced again and again in the late 1990s and early 2000s. So, this was followed by cloud computing, which really took hold with the emergence of cloud computing providers such as Amazon Web Services. So, the main benefit of using cloud computing services is that firms can avoid the upfront cost and complexity of owning and maintaining their own IT infrastructure and instead simply pay for what they use when they use it. So, cloud services deliver a more secure and efficient service to end users. Using cloud services means companies can move faster on projects and test out concepts, and the firms only pay for the resources they consume. So, cloud computing is not necessarily cheaper than other forms of computing. So, just as renting is not always cheaper than buying in the long term. So, in the cloud, there are no capital expenses, rather, costs occur over time based on the size, duration, and other characteristics of the workload. So, that means budgeting for managing cloud's resources is a constant ongoing process that requires unique tools, oversight, and governance. So much of the reason of cloud cost overruns comes down to organization failing to understand and accommodate the fundamental differences between the data center capital expense cost model and the operating expense nature of the cloud.